from Plans Meet Paper, and today I'm here to share with you how I am planning and record keeping and journaling and memory keeping, all of those different things for my pregnancy here in my Filofax. So if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that pretty much every aspect of my life, I like to plan it out, list out my to-dos, keep my memories, etc. here in my Filofax. Right now I'm using a personal size planner. This is a Filofax Finsbury Personal in the color black. And I have created some new inserts, or several months ago I created some new inserts that I've been using all throughout my pregnancy so far to track my symptoms, my appointments, to keep track of questions for my doctor, to plan out for big decisions that we're going to be making, to think about names for the baby, you name it. I've been planning it out here in my planner and keeping track of it so that I can, save myself from pregnancy brain as much as possible and have all of my memories for future pregnancies and to share with you guys. So I wanted to show you the inserts that I've been using. I am posting these on my Etsy shop same time as this video is going out, so they'll be available on there. They are available in this personal size and in half letter, so check them out if you are interested. I do have these all filled out here in the back, but some of them are pretty personal, so I wanted to show you the blank ones to start, and then I'm going to be sharing a lot of the details of how things have been going in my pregnancy in my update videos each couple of weeks. So the first insert that comes with my pregnancy pack is what I call my weekly pregnancy journal. And so each week I fill out just this simple one-page insert, and it helps me to kind of stay up to date and remember what happened that week, but it's also really quick, so I don't get behind on it like I would if it was, some big worksheet or something. So basically what I do is I just put the week at the top and the date that the week starts, and then I fill out throughout the week any symptoms that I have from my pregnancy, any appointments or events that I go to. I write down things that I want to remember about that week and about, what the baby was doing or what I was doing, emotions, things like that. And then lastly, I put this section at the bottom called Fear Busters. And maybe that's just for me, but I found, especially the first trimester of pregnancy, but all throughout, to be kind of scary. You never know what's going to happen, and you find yourself kind of questioning and second guessing everything. And I really didn't want to do that. I wanted to have quotes and Bible verses and things from family and friends that helped me remember that this is out of my hands, and all you can do is just take care of yourself, take care of your body and your baby as best you can. And everything else is going to happen, and it's going to be what it is. And so that's kind of why I put this section down here. It's just to keep myself positive, to help me remember really the important things, and to keep my faith throughout this pregnancy. So I added that little section for kind of quotes and positive vibes down here at the bottom. So every week I filled out that pregnancy journal. Also, each week or two throughout the week, I would just jot down any questions that had been popping up in my brain to ask my doctor, so that I could remember when I actually got to my appointment. I don't know about you guys, but every time I go to the doctor, I feel like I have a billion questions, and then I actually get into the room and they all run out of my mind and I can't remember. So this has been super helpful for me. And then I just write the answers that I get from the doctor during the appointment. I just jot them down, and that way I can remember them and, remember to kind of ask any follow-ups throughout the appointment as well. At the bottom, there's a section for appointment notes. So just to kind of remember what happened during that appointment, and if there's anything that I needed to do or to remember for the future, I put it down there in that bottom section. So that's the second insert that I've been using a lot. This one I've just started using, but I think it'll be super helpful as my pregnancy continues to progress. And I call it my decision aid print insert. I feel like as you're beginning a family, or having a new baby, there's always a lot of decisions to be made. Things about the baby itself, about the pregnancy, about products you want to buy, things you do or don't want to use, cloth diapers versus disposable, etc. So many decisions. And so for this sheet, basically what you do is you list the two things that you're comparing, or the two kind of sides of the argument. You put the pros and cons for each so that you can really see it all laid out. And then at the bottom, you can put whatever your decision is. So I'm just starting to use these, and I think I will use them a lot more as we continue to make some decisions for our baby in the next couple weeks and months. This insert I've been using a lot throughout the pregnancy, and so anytime I think of a baby name that I like, or I hear one at work, or I'm watching a YouTube video and I hear a name that I really like, I go ahead and just jot it down here so that I can remember to mention it to my husband and kind of see what he thinks. He's really good with vetoing names, but not so good at coming up with more ideas. So this has been kind of my idea tracker, and then we go through them together once we've got a good list. So that's the kind of baby name idea sheet. And then I also have a bunch of just to-do lists and packing lists that I've just started filling out as well. This one I haven't started at all yet, and it is my hospital bag packing list. So probably towards the end of my second trimester and beginning of my third, I'm gonna start writing down a whole list of things that I should bring to the hospital with me so that I can easily pack that bag and have it ready, weeks in advance. I've also got just a blank to-do list. I feel like my mind is constantly swirling with things I want to read about pregnancy, things I want to read about parenting, classes I should be going to, exercises I should be doing or not doing, etc. And so just having a basic to-do list with a blank spot for the title has been really helpful for me throughout this pregnancy. Helps me feel a little bit less stressed. The nesting to-do list. Again, I feel like there's so many things that I want to do to get ready for the baby, and so I'm just kind of starting to keep track of different things I want to do, maybe with the nursery, with our house, etc. Anything to do with the house or nesting, or just like preparing of items for the baby. This is where I'm putting those on my nesting to-do list. And then the last one that I wanted to share with you guys that is part of my pregnancy pack that I also have not started yet, but plan to soon, is this birth plan printable. So this comes with the pregnancy pack as well, and it basically has a space to put all the things that are going to be really important to plan out and then remember when you actually go to the hospital and you're in labor. So you could share this then with your doctor or your nurses or your family members, whoever's there to support you. You can share this with them so that they kind of know what you want. If you can choose, if labor goes well, you can kind of share what your plan was for it. So I've got a couple sections, the family, the support team. So if you have a doula or, a sister, mom, somebody else who's going to be there with you during labor, you can list out those names here. Then your plan for the labor part of giving birth, your plan for the pushing part of giving birth. So, if you want to be able to be in certain positions or, make sure that you remember a certain thing or listen to certain music or something, that would be a good part to write that down. Then the actual, giving birth part, what you plan to do in terms of cutting the cord and skin to skin contact, etc. And then the post-birth, so what's your plan for the rest of your time at the hospital, and what do you want all of those people who are on your support team to be aware of? And then a little spot at the bottom to make sure you have your inspiration. I'm sure, I haven't experienced it yet, but I'm sure in the moment of being in pain and being uncomfortable, it's going to be hard to remember kind of the big picture. And so I think that will be helpful to have a spot to just glance at and remember the big picture, your inspiration, and what's going to keep you strong throughout that birthing process. So that is my pregnancy pack. Like I said, I just showed them to you blank, but I have found that they've been super helpful. I've been filling out my inserts all throughout this pregnancy, and I will share with you guys how it's been going in my upcoming videos. So if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to put them down in the box down below. I'm always happy to get back to you guys, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching. Bye.